Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Disney Throwback Diaries, where every Thursday normally, today's a Friday, that sucks, and that's already a big fail for today's Disney Throwback Diary, but anyway, welcome back to the Disney Throwback Diaries, where every week I read a diary entry from my trip back in 2009 to the best place on earth, which is Disney World. If you haven't seen the last two editions of the Disney Throwback Diaries, that's no problem, you can go to my channel now and check those out, and then make sure you come back here after so that next week you don't have the same problem. But if you do, no problem. I said problem twice and it sounds ridiculous, but who cares? So let's begin. I'm in Universal Studios today, and this is the paper I'm going to be reading from. Today was our third day in Orlando and was definitely the best so far. We woke up early, went for breakfast at Denny's, after we zoomed to Universal Orlando as we were going to be visiting Universal Studios all day. We bought a fast pass, but there were no queues for the first hour, so we used that advantage to ride the Mummy, which was our first ride, which was quite scary. After, my mum needed to go to the toilet. I told you this, tenses are completely messed up here. I told you this as she said, I need to go to the toilet almost every 5 minutes. Then we went on Simpsons, which I think is one of the best rides I have ever been on. Interesting. We did lots of other things too, including Jaws. Oh, Jaws, yeah, I remember Jaws was open the first time I went, and then it wasn't the second time because Harry Potter. And yeah, I went on Jaws, Shrek 4D, and many other stuff like that. There were 3 shows that I thought were brilliant. The first was Beetlejuice Review. I think it's Review anyway, it's what I wrote here. Where famous monsters sang and danced. Horror makeup show which showed us some examples of how the blood and guts looks real. Last but best was Fear Factor Live, where people who visited Universal earlier on that day auditioned to face their fears. There was then a huge storm, so we ate. A huge storm, so we ate. Anti-climax. Then we watched a 360-degree cine theatre firework display, came back home and fell straight to the ground as we fell asleep, as it was a long and winding day. Wahey! I actually wrote long and winding day, wahey. How embarrassing. And that was quite boring, actually, unfortunately. There is a picture of me here. That is me in front of Rip Ride Rockit before it opened, and I remember leaving, I think, on like a Sunday or a Saturday or something, and it literally opening the next day, so. But I love it now, so Rip Ride Rockit, you're great. But yeah, that was quite boring, so what I'm going to do is double up. Pow! I have a big Publix receipt on the page in front of me, which is that thing there, which is really faded, but we spent $109.31, if you were wondering. I'm hoping that this is a little more exciting than my day at Universal, because that was not very exciting at all. Actually, I'm sure the day was exciting, but the storytelling was atrocious, so. Day 4, Villa, I called this. Today was our 4th day at Orlando. Wow, I did not get the hang of this at or in thing, did I? Anyway, and we got up at about 8 AM as yesterday was very busy. We were ready to go out to Hollywood Studios, shooting and shopping. When I say shooting, we was going to have like a shooting experience when you like go in like a room and they've got like the things that move, and I definitely wasn't going to do it because I was like 12 at the time, 13. But yeah, when you go in like a room and there's like a sheet of paper and you've got to try and hit the bullseye, yeah, you get me. All was good until we went to get petrol. Oh god, how tense. This is already more exciting. My mum started getting a pain in her belly, so we travelled back to the villa. Belly is such an ugly word, it just doesn't sound right. I think stomach sounds nicer. It still obviously means the same, I think it means the same thing anyway. Sorry science people if you're watching this. So we travelled back to the villa and she threw up about 10 times. Ooh, lovely. It was actually a really good day if you excluded that part. Great. I really am a selfish child, aren't I? My mum was asleep and she didn't feel very well, but me, Court is my sister, Courtney, and my dad went in the pool for the majority of the day. He went to Publix because we think it's better and cheaper than Walmart. LOL. I wrote LOL. Oh my god. Got some lunch, Aberdeen Angus burgers. ... burnt. Wow, I was full of the banter today. Pizza for dinner. Oh, wonderful. No wonder my mum had a stomachache the day before I was eating like this. It was a really good day and my mum started to get better. Thank you. Then struck 6 o'clock. A humongous storm hit central Orlando and a lightning bolt touched the ground. It lasted about 2 hours, and as soon as that calmed down, oh god, I don't even want to read this. As soon as that calmed down, my belly started to hurt. I really needed the toilet. My family were trying to calm me down. Apart from that, it was a good day. LOL. Wow, that was something. So basically, if you eat well, things like this won't happen to you, apparently. If you don't eat well, then you have stomachache and your holiday is ruined. Fun fact. But yeah, that was my Disney Throwback Diaries for day 3 and 4. They're a bit mixed match this week. But anyways, thank you for coming along and watching the Disney Throwback Diaries today. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel below, because next week there'll be a new Disney Throwback Diary where we will be visiting the one and only Epcot. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you next week. Bye for now.